Someone cancels plans on you again, and the anger you feel is way bigger than what actually happened. It's just plans. So why does it feel personal? By the end of this, you'll know exactly where that reaction comes from and what it's quietly telling you about yourself. Think about the people who irritate you the most, not the ones who hurt you, the ones who just irritate you. Someone's arrogance makes your blood boil. Someone's laziness makes you furious. Someone putting themselves first without apology makes you want to say something. Ask yourself something honest. Have you ever let yourself be that confident, that relaxed, that unapologetic? If the answer is no, that reaction might not be about them at all. There's a concept in psychology called projection. The psychologist Carl Jung called it the shadow. The parts of yourself you were taught to hide. Your anger, your ambition, your selfishness, your confidence. They don't disappear just because you stopped showing them. They go somewhere quieter. And when you see them in someone else, something inside you reacts. Not because their trait is wrong, because it's familiar. Think about a manager who can't stand employees who set boundaries, the ones who leave on time, who say no to extra work without guilt. On the surface, it looks like a management issue. Underneath, it's usually something else. A person who never learned how to say no themselves. Watching someone else do it effortlessly doesn't just annoy them. It reminds them of a version of themselves they never got to have. Remember that friend who canceled again? That wasn't really about the plans. It was the quiet resentment of someone who never lets themselves cancel on anyone, even when they're exhausted. Their freedom exposed your restriction. This is why the traits that bother you most in others are so often the traits you buried in yourself. Not the traits you don't have, the traits you were never allowed to keep. The mind isn't good at admitting this directly. Judgment feels like clarity. Recognition feels like exposure. So the mind chooses the version that costs less. Because the traits you can't stand in others were often the first traits you were taught to abandon in yourself. So maybe the question isn't, why do they bother me so much? Maybe it's, what did I have to give up to stop being like that myself?